Just a kind of quickish video update tonight. I know that yesterday I was talking all about how I was happy to break the rules and show up as just my authentic self and things like that. But today has been a day, and I don't have the spoons to put my face on a video today. But I still wanted to touch base with people. You might be able to see that I've made a little bit more progress with my desk area. My chair is there now, okay? My Cali Cats are there from my 3D printing. My watercolour and ink storage, or at least some of it, is here. My slightly broken sign. I've got the rest of it somewhere, and I need to fix it because I feel like I can't really choose happiness when it says whose happiness, and it's my happiness. That's there, and I said when I was going through my beautiful hand-over wooden signwriter's box, I had inks in there, and I was like, I was pretty sure I have more inks. I think they're in my bedroom from the move, and I was right. They were actually where I thought they were. So in this box, we've got some iridescents. So these are Liquitex again. So we have iridescent ones in here. And I think it's a silver, a gold, and a copper, maybe. Let's just see if it's going to tell us what we have. That writing is way too small. Oh, yeah, here we go. Contents. That's a great place to start, hey? So we've got iridescent bright silver, iridescent bright gold, and iridescent rich copper. Hopefully I will get to use them in some art soon. I also have 2 box sets of the Liquitex acrylic inks. So this is what's called their muted collection, which means that they're not so bright. They're sort of more of those, I think they're sometimes referred to as Morandi colours after the artist. So we have muted violet, muted turquoise, muted pink, maybe? Bit hard. Yep, muted pink, sorry. Muted grey, muted green, and titanium white. I'm really apologising. I am gonna apologise today for the shakes. I've got the shakes going on at the moment in my body. Another reason that I'm just, everything's a bit much at the moment. Just today is a day. And so that's why that's happening. And this is their essentials set. So the Liquitex Professional essential set of acrylic ink. And in here we have the yellow medium azo, the naphthol crimson, the phthalocyanine blue, green shade, transparent raw umber, which might be the one that I have already, carbon black, and titanium white. I'm probably not going to need 2 whites. You quite often don't when you're painting with inks and watercolours, because you don't need to use the white to adjust your colours. You just got to play around with colour combinations, etc. Well, this was a random box that I needed to go through that I discovered under my desk. I think it might be an order from Shein or something, maybe. Oh, no, it says it's an order from Amazon, but it's got some really random stuff in there. So that's something I'm going to have to go through because I don't want it to live here. Otherwise, my desk is once again unusable. A problem that I've had with my desk being unusable since clearing the space is that Nancy is trying to reclaim it as her space, because this used to be my previous house, which was a rental, a schoolhouse. This used to be in front of a window, so she'd sit there and lie in the sun. This is in front of a window, but the window is currently covered with a curtain, so she's not quite getting the same experience, but she's very excited to be on the desk again. So I've still got a little pile under there that I need to go through, but compared to where I was, I think I've made a huge amount of progress, and I'm really happy with that. There's still, it's still fairly chaotic down there, but this is a whole lot of white floor that was not available to be seen before. Look at that beautiful storage. Like, honestly, I don't think it will matter how many times they see that storage. I will still be so happy about finding it and getting it. Hey, Trixie Sticks. Hey. Oh, who's a beautiful land whale, darling? This is Trixie Belden, one of my beautiful land whales. I think she's mad that I'm not in bed yet. She'll be demanding hugs soon, so I'll need to get that sorted. Oh, sorry, darling. Would you like me to turn the chair for you? Corduroy, it's okay. Here comes Corduroy. Corduroy, you can't go any closer because Trixie's there. Nothing's there, it's okay. He's just come to protect us. Corduroy, it's okay. All right, so we've got 2 out of 3, and I know where number 3 is. She's already on my bed. But yeah, so obviously, you know, I've been canvases galore, photo frames, journals and diaries. And look, oh my God, this is a collection that I so did not need. They are just plain bound sketchbooks, notebooks, no lines or anything. I'm not a big fan of lines. I think mostly because my writing's quite small, and I don't know, I just don't like the weight of some lines and some paper. So yeah, but I just bought that because it was such a nice collection of colours, and that's really why a reason I've bought lots of things that are beautiful in here, or just like really sensory, tactile, etc. Another thing, as a teacher, this is a full set of the Boss Original, the Stabilo Boss highlighters. Full set of 23 colours. And, oh, it's magic. As a teacher, it's just like dopamine in a box. Oh my God, Trixie. So Trixie's jumped her way up there. There's not enough space for her, but she's going to try and employ the cat adage, if I fits, I sits. Hey? Yeah, darling. And then down here, there's a lot, like there was, this whole area down here was inaccessible. Sorry, just moved my hand the wrong way, and I think I just did something to it. Inaccessible, whereas now it is accessible again. So I've got my printer down here in the corner, some artwork that I need to determine if I'm going to hang it up, where I'm going to hang it up, and then hang it up. And random assorted bits and pieces in there as well. That white polystyrene box up there is full of old sewing patterns. They're at my op shop, and I got them for a job lot, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them. Like, I'm not a big sewer, so there's some there from the 80s and things like that, so they're really not patterns that should be sewn again. But I wasn't sure that, like, maybe I could use them for decorating in here, or in some mixed media type journaling or something. But, you know, watch this space. We'll see what I end up doing with them. But over here, these containers here, and that little pile up on top, this is some of my stash of different kinds of felt. So these ones, this one here, and this one here. Sorry. Oh, I hate the tappy thing. Sorry. This one here, and this one here. They're massive sheets of eco felt. So some recycled stuff was put into making those, so that's kind of cool. But then this little stash up here, these smaller pieces, these are wool felt. I think these were from Benzie Design on Etsy a while back. All of this is a while back. This is pre-COVID. I haven't crafted a heap since then, but I was going through my Etsy orders and going through all the different patterns that I have, and I've got some gorgeous ones from Amy Ray. Her designs are under the label Little Deer. She's got a shop as well as Etsy and makes some beautiful things. She designs them all, and my goal is to start making some of them. So that's important to know. I may have ordered some more felt. I know there is also more felt somewhere else. There's like from My Felt Lady. She's a seller here in Queensland. I'm pretty sure I have some glitter felt, and that's wool felt. But then I know that I've placed an order through Etsy, I think it was, with Oliver and May. I believe that theirs is all wool felt, but they had some gorgeous colour collections that I just couldn't say no to. So any proceeds that I made from the market the other week and the week before have already been spent on craft supplies. But that's okay. That's what it's for. That's why I'm doing it. And sorry, jump in my shoulder. That's the point to doing it. And the idea is that the more things that I make, the more things I can sell, the more pretties I can buy. So there is that. I will take you on a tour through the storage another time. It is nowhere near sorted or anything yet, but I'm getting there. But yeah, these gorgeous colours here, they're a bit all over the place. And these bits up here, I think there's still some out in the veranda because I took them into school when I was teaching my high school students to sew last year, because some of them wanted to try making some felt toys and things. It was harder than they thought it would be, but I was really proud of them for having a crack at it, and just seeing what they could do. But that's just my little sort of update. Faceless. I've got a bit more of a voice today, as long as I don't start coughing. So that's a huge improvement. It obviously doesn't quite sound like it's supposed to, but it's a starting point. Longer video than I thought I would do, but just a quick touch base and an update today, and a reminder that just because you think you're going to do things all one way doesn't mean that you have to. And so even though yesterday I was like, yeah, I got scars, I've got everything, I'm okay with putting that on film, today I'm not. Not so much the scars, just the looking at them. I don't mind them being recorded. I don't like having to look at them. I'm too tired to process that right now. So I'm just going to leave you with a last little run through of all these beautiful rainbows of colour. I'm not even sure I introduced myself. Sorry if you haven't met me before. My name's Caroline, and you're not really meeting me, but you're getting to know my voice as it is per se. My name is Caroline, from Red Dust Creations. I make things, I craft things, I sew things. Oh, Nancy's come out to join us. Hi, Nancy. Yes, I know, Mummy has not given you enough attention. Sorry, I make things, I grow things, water plants. I've got some more propagation to do with that. You can get up on the chair, darling. You just can't get up on the desk because your sister's there. I know. I sew, I paint, I 3D print, which has been a bit of a blessing while my rheumatoid arthritis was flared up earlier in the year. I'm hoping that if I take it if I take it slow, I'll be able to start sewing again. But yeah, so I'm Caroline from Red Dust Creations. I have 2 land whales, Trixie Belden and Nancy Drew, and 1 ridiculous tiny dog, Corduroy Bear. I'll leave you with that today. I hope that you've managed to find something that brings you joy today, and hopefully tomorrow you'll actually see my face. But if you want to see what I'm looking like and you haven't yet, and you want to meet me, find any of my previous videos. I've got like more than 60 of them in the last couple of months, which is crazy. But find one of them, find yesterday's, and you will see me. So if what I talk about or who I am aligns with who you are, I'm looking for my tribe. Maybe you could be part of it. So if you want to, you can like, subscribe, you can comment. Any of those things, I read all the comments and respond. But yeah, sorry, you didn't really need to be looking at my rubbish space. Let's look at Trixie. She's much more beautiful to look at. Yeah, I hope you found something today that brings you joy, even if it's something small. Oh, poor Nancy. All right, I'm going to say goodnight now and goodbye. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.